day for close to 4 months. So that takes a lot of courage and strength. And now, 32 years later, we're still running and walking and raising funds for cancer research. The Terry Fox Foundation has raised just over $600 million for cancer research over the years. But your school here has been participating for 27 years, and your students, present and past, have raised a total of $87,569.94. So that's the end of my part of the presentation, and now I'm going to hand it over to our friend Angela. Thank you for listening. You're very good.
Hi. Speaking of courage, even though it's not the current weather I'm going to do next, I've never done this before. Standing here with a bunch of people with a mic in my hand, but here I am. So there's a quote, there are many quotes actually, that Terry has, things that he has said that has inspired many people, millions of people, and I'm one of them. And one of the quotes that he has is, anything is possible if you try. So Terry has been an inspiration to all of us, whether we have one leg, one eye, a wheelchair, any number of different things. And there are two words that stand out for me: determination and perseverance. Determination, I say over and over to myself, as I'm sure Terry did and others do, I can do this. Having a positive attitude, I can do this. And the other thing with perseverance means to keep going no matter what. So those are the things that I have in common with Terry. And among other things, I also run. And I'll talk to you about that when we get into the latter part. So first, though, I want to talk about curiosity. I have, over the years, had many people come up to me very curious about what's wrong with your eye. Even before I started wearing an eye patch, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, you could tell there's something wrong with my eye, so people would be curious. So what happened to your eye? And why do you wear an eye patch? And here's a great example. Just yesterday I was over at Fleming Tower. This little guy comes up to me, he's angry in front of me and says, "Are you a pirate?" I said, "No, I'm Mom." And so many of you are very curious, which is great, especially if you're brave enough to come and ask me, because as I'll get into in a few minutes, the courage it takes to ask is very great. Other things people ask me just don't hurt. And what does it look like now? So I would like to provide you with some answers to some of those questions. And again, if you have more after even this morning, then you can jot them down, or at the end we'll have a few minutes, and you can leave the office and I'll get back to you. So the answers. 12 years ago, I found on my eye something that looks like a big freckle right on the white part of my eye, and a few sprinkles, or my doctors would call it like a dark brown paint splatter, and that's on the surface of my eye. And so I was diagnosed with a very rare type of eye cancer, like Terry had a very rare type of bone cancer in his leg and his knee. And it spread to my lids, so I've undergone many treatments over time. In March, I decided that I was finished with trying to get rid of this type of disease because it kept coming back. So I thought, I'm not going to do this anymore. I talked to my doctors and I talked to all my supporters and I said, it's time for my eye to come out because I have other things that I want to do with my life. I had that option. I had the choice to be able to make that decision and say, I'm going to have my eye removed. So what they've done, the doctors did in March, is that they removed my eye, and in its place, they put a really tiny white little type of ping pong ball. Yeah, cool, eh? So that's what's inside my socket. It's called a socket. So inside is a little white ping pong ball. And then if you've looked in the mirror before, if you look in the mirror next time, you pull down your lid gently, you'll see some pink tissue. So my pink tissue inside my eye has grown over top of the little ping pong ball. And I have my lids. I don't have any lashes anymore because they fell away during the surgeries and they can't grow back. So my eyes, it's really not, it's not so bad. And some of you have even seen it already because you've been brave enough to ask and I've been brave enough to say, well, okay. So I'm not going to show it today, but if there's further curiosity, by all means, when you see me around the school, come on up and we can talk about it, okay? So why do I wear a patch? Yeah, because it's perfect. So my patch, actually, I wear my patch so that it protects the area. And it also allows me to cover up the area so that it makes me feel better about myself, because then people don't notice as much what's wrong with your eye. They just ask me more about why I wear the patch. And we'll save the other questions until the very end, after I connect the dots back to Terry Fox. My eye used to hurt a lot, and that's the number one reason that I decided to have my eye removed, because I didn't want to have my eye uncomfortable anymore, and I didn't want to have to keep fighting the disease. So I am not in pain anymore, which is a really great thing. It means that I can feel healthier and stronger to do things like run and to share information with people like you. And I want to introduce treatments and cures just like Terry did. So I've traveled far and wide throughout Canada and the United States and looked up information, and that's how I'm going to be here today. So I hope that answers at least some of your initial curiosity questions. And so during this time, I've noticed more about other people like me who may have obvious troubles, whether it be if you're in a wheelchair or you have crutches that you can actually see that are visible, or if you have a prosthetic leg, a pretend leg, or a pretend eye. And I notice in others things that aren't just visible as well, like if you're troubled inside, if your face looks sad or mad, or if you're feeling upset, there are things that you can't see either, but there's still differences in each other. And one thing that actually happened last weekend is that a little girl about 12 years old came up to me, and she said, I like your patch. And I thought, that's so great that she said that, and I said that to her. I said, that's so nice that you said that. No one's ever said that before. So when you actually notice other people's differences, you can make them feel good about it. And you can make yourself feel good about noticing and saying something very positive, so that we all recognize the differences in each other and that they're all good. And Terry, his example has been inspiration to us all, of course, because he's shown how we can be kind and generous to others too, no matter who you are. So the next letter is C, courage. And I've had surgeries over the 12 years, as I mentioned, which is something that you need to be very brave and go in there, and you know you have to do it to get rid of whatever your illness is. And I've talked to people along the way who could help me get the treatment that I need. I went to the radio, the newspapers, I was on the news, just like Terry did, because as he was going on his run, he wanted people to know far and wide, here's what I do and this is why. And what I was able to do was the same thing, so that I could get help that could help others like me. I had the courage to face losing my eye, like Terry had the courage to face losing his leg. And resting and recovering, and I thought, I'm going to sign up for the Blue Nose Marathon, not the whole thing, which would be very long and take months of training like Terry did. But I decided to do 10 kilometers, which is the first time I would ever have done 10 kilometers in a marathon before. So I'm going to show you me coming across the finish line. So 2 weeks after, I decided I'm doing it, and I signed up. And then 2 months later, I did it.
Carol Cerule, Angela Fendel. Make sure you smile, you're all on camera. Hello. Sabrina Cameron, Jason Mackey, Jolie Densmore, Kim Thompson completes a half marathon. Congratulations.
Since that time, I decided to do the Naval Day race, another 10K, so that I could stay